Hey guys, what's up? This is Riaz from African Lesser Soldier, and this is the first episode of Dissecting Yu-Gi-Oh! In Dissecting Yu-Gi-Oh! It's basically just me or Steven talking about either new or old Yu-Gi-Oh! We probably are going to be usually talking about arches or cards, or like Chaos Dragons isn't really an arch or cards. It's a deck, and it uses different cards and different arches, and yeah, you get my point. Today I'm talking about the new Chaos Dragon support. There's Wybastar, Wyberstar, and Collapse Arpent. They're pretty interesting because if you look at them, they're kind of like Light Pulsar and Dark Flare. Well, more Light Pulsar and his light counterparts. Um, Collapse Arpent doesn't really look like Dark Flare. But, yeah, if you don't know them yet, it's basically Wybastar is a light dragon with 1700 attack, 1800 defense, and you special him by banishing one dark monster. And Collapse Serpent is the opposite. He's a dark dragon, and you special summon him by banishing one light. They're actually really good, and by really good I mean they're fairly good because they give a little extra dragon monsters to the arch, to the deck. I mean, um, and they're pretty good overall. I like Collapse Serpent though, because the thing is, when the deck got hit, what did it lose? It lost a tour guide, and it lost one or two red MDs, possibly a Chaos Sorcerer if you were running two, maybe even two Chaos Sorcerers if you ran three. So what did it lose? A shit ton of darks. What's Collapse Serpent? It's a dark. So it's really good, especially because it banishes a light. I really like that because now Eclipse Wyvern is fairly good. Because what you can do, and I like this, is you go ahead, you set Eclipse Wyvern first turn, or a Raikou or Summon Lila, and hopefully you get your Eclipse Wyvern to the grave. And if you have this guy in your hand, you'll banish the red MD, and then you banish the Wyvern in your graveyard for Wybastar. Oh, and if you don't know Eclipse Wyvern, and when he's sent to the grave, you banish from level 7 or higher a light or dark dragon monster from your deck. So probably your targets are Red MD or Dad. I've seen some people run like Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, but you know. And the thing about this is, then you can banish him for Red MD, and you can start going off your play. I don't suggest it because it's a little too early in the duel unless you're gonna OTK them. But this allows you to get your Red MD into hand. And what I really like about Collapse Serpent and Wybastar is they add each other. Collapse Serpent. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Wybastar, the Ivory Dragon, from your deck to your hand. And Wybastar, the opposite. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Collapse Serpent, the Ebony Dragon, from your deck to your hand. So that's really good because they add consistency to the deck. And remember, it's if, so it doesn't miss timing, and it's you can, so it's up to you. I don't know a situation where you wouldn't do it, but it's you can, just in case you guys don't want to do it. So yeah, and then they're really good with Red MD because they're dragons. Only problem, they're Nomi. Nomi's a Japanese word meaning only, and basically it means they can only be special summoned by their own effect, and they can't be normal summoned or set. So you can't summon them through Red MD's effect, but you can summon Red MD by banishing them. So that's good. And then something else I really like about this guy, one, you can banish Eclipse Wyvern to summon him, so that's really good. Um, two, um, Red MD, you can banish him for Red MD, and you can banish him for Red MD too. And then Dad, they're both good for Dad in their own way. If you don't have enough darks, you can drop a Collapse Serpent. When it goes to the grave, then you'll have another dark for Dad. And this guy, he's a light, and he banishes a dark from your grave. So if you have too many darks, you can drop him. and then that gets one dark out of your grave. And even if he's solemn warninged or TT'd, and then you get him into the grave, the thing is he's a light, not a dark. So it's perfect because you still only have a 3 because you banished one for him, and then if he was TT'd, you get to add your Collapse Serpent. But if he wasn't, then it is if he was Solemn Warning or Judgment, it doesn't matter because you're about to drop your dad. You're about to go off insanely because Dark Arm Dragon's amazing. And another thing this guy does is he makes Tour Guide a little bit, even a little bit better. He was amazing to begin with. He lets you XYZ, lets you pull out Sangan. He's Dark Spirit Grave, and this guy adds more dark banishing power, and that makes Tour Guide an even better card in the deck. So, are Chaos Dragons meta? I have no idea. What am I saying in this video? I'm saying that there's new Chaos Dragon support, and I'm liking it. I think this is good support. I think Konami is doing well putting out support for Chaos Dragons. I think the two dragon monsters they put out are both good in their own way. They add consistency. They let you keep grave control for Dad or Banish or Wyvern and whatnot. They're both interesting. They're easy to pull out. They both have decent amount of attack / defense. 18 is okay. You can get over something. At the minimum, they have at least the 1700 and 1800. So Guaiba doesn't get over. Well, Guaiba can get over this if he's in attack, but it's okay. They're both fairly good. I'm not sure if they're inherit, but it seems like it, so T-King can't stop them. But the thing is, once T-King negates it, then it's not on the field anymore, so you can go ahead and search. So they're really good. So, I think if you're a Chaos Dragons player, you're probably going to be playing some of these. And, yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys stay tuned for next time in Dissecting Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll see you then. Bye, guys.